Hello everyone! At the start of Legion, we got our asses handed to us at the broken shore, but some time has passed since that moment. We have united our classes within the Order Halls, we have gained powerful artifacts of legends, we have gained allies and defeated our enemies across the broken shore, and we've even been able to take out the Orc who opened the gateway for the Legion to come in. The Pillars of Creation are the key to sealing off this gateway, pillars that we have collected, and we've even been able to bring back the demon hunter Illidan, who's been working on his own plans and schemes against the Legion for a very long time.
Follow me into the abyss.
We now have a fighting force capable of driving the burning Legion from our world. The time has come to return to the broken shore, and it's Khadgar that summons the troops.
Heroes of Azeroth, your class orders have grown mighty throughout our campaign on the Broken Isles. Their strength, their courage is needed now. The time has come to unite our forces and rid Azeroth of the Burning Legion.
The prominent members of the Order Halls, they've already gathered to hear what Khadgar has to say just before we launch our assaults.
Champions, your victory at the Nighthold has granted us the key to ending this war. With the Pillars of Creation assembled, we finally have the power to cut the demons off from our world. Gul'dan failed, and so shall the Legion.
Gul'dan was merely their pawn. Until victory is assured, we must remain vigilant. For the Legion's true masters have yet to reveal themselves. Among them, the monster who hunted my people across the stars. Kil'Jaeden. The day I took the fell fire into my veins, I saw my destiny. A grand crusade that would reach the ends of creation. That was the vision you showed me. Our crusade will prevail. Everything we have done has been by your design. And all we have to show for it is failure. Perhaps you lost sight of our destiny. Perhaps I overestimated your resolve. I paid for that destiny with my world. The time has come to see it done.
Poor Kil'Jaeden, so very hurt by Valen's words. Now the Legion is coming out in full force, and we must gain a foothold on the broken shore.
Our assault on the southern beach is being met with heavy resistance. I need you spearheading our forces while I deal with these ships. We must take the ruins on the western side of the island. From there, we can funnel all our forces towards the central ship above the Soul Engine. The Legion will not win this day. We will show them what it means to stand together for Azeroth! We must take the beach before we can claim the ruins to the west. Incoming!
Our first point of attack is on the beach, where we can see our efforts of bringing the Order Halls together. We can finally see it pay off, as not just our own Order Halls are fighting here. Every single Order knows that the time has come, and they have sent the troops to support.
Good. They thought they were ready for us. But they have never seen the forces of Azeroth work with such unity. Head up the hill to the west with the other forces. An Eridar and his underlings guard the point. You know what to do.
We secure the beach and we push forward to face off against Lord Kal'Gareth.
You think a few mortals with gaudy weapons can stop us? You are doomed to fail!
It seems you are doomed to fail, Lord Kal'Gareth.
The force of the Legion, they are mighty and nearly infinite, but we do not stand alone in the darkness this time, and together we will take this land.
Champion, the forces of Dread Commander Argonoth lie to the northeast. We must close the portals before our allies are overrun.
The Wardens are with you, Champion.
As is the light. You march to your doom!
We kill a whole bunch of the gathered Legion forces, as well as shutting down the gateways, preventing more reinforcements from flooding in.
Break them!
More portals? What the hell is our backup?
Take down Dread Commander Argonoth! We will deal with the rest!
Illidan, how courteous of you to finally arrive. Warden, see to the real work while Illidan's demon hunters caper about with their bats.
Enough bickering! Stay focused. I will flay the flesh from your bones!
You might actually remember Dread Commander Argonoth. He was there the first time that we went to the Broken Shore. We already warned us that his master would mend his flesh, so killing him was pointless. That might be true, but it will buy us some time.
I will return. Perhaps. But not this day, demon!
Their command ship remains. We must destroy it before Dalaran's defenses fail. The Council of the Black Harvest has set up a gate for us. You may do the honors, champion.
Yes, come forth. I could use some entertainment. Mephistroth!
The Warlocks took your world from you, Nathrazim. I would not be so arrogant if I were you.
Silence!
Here, these will help. Plant them around the ship. I will activate them from here when ready.
We plant some arcane bombs on the command ship until Mephistroth himself shows up.
Another foolish mortal wishes to face me? So be it.
It's interesting that they decided to use him for the story here, rather than a continuation of the Warlock Orderhall campaign, since during that campaign they took Felskar Rift and Mephistroth was not too happy about that. They worried about his retribution, but apparently that's a fear of the past, since the dreadlord has his part to play during the Legionfall campaign.
Pathetic. My time is wasted here. With the power from the tomb, I will destroy all of you!
Get ready, champion. I'm pulling you out and detonating the bombs. Ah, there you are, champion. I was worried I might have activated the bombs a tad prematurely.
We have won this day, but a grave threat still looms before us. The Legion's master has yet to play his hand.
Mephistroth is on the run, and we have a foothold here at Deliverance Point. A good start, but there's still a long way to go before we can assault the tomb. Now, as you can see, the door is open, and heroes are sent into the cathedral, but I'll save those events for next week to nicely combine it with what exactly is happening inside the tomb. Safe to say, we couldn't hold the door, so we need to put in some extra effort to get into the tomb again. And here on the Broken Shore, we have our little point of assault called Deliverance Point. We got our innkeeper, our drink vendors, we got our repair people, Goya, who's a very good dog and offers morale to the troops. Our troops, of course, are also here from the different order halls, and a nice touch is that the NPCs that you see, the NPCs in the events, they change depending on what class you play. So Deliverance Point is always a little bit different each time that you play on your alts. The currency of the land, that is nether shards, which we can turn in for gear, reagents, toys, banners, all that good stuff, while we collectively work on building towers with Legionfall war supplies. You can personally pick for which building you want to use your supplies, either either the Mage Tower, the Nether Disruptor, or the Command Center. Once built, the tower will stay up for 3 days. After that, the Legion has noticed it, and they put their troops to breaking it down, resetting things, and letting you build it up once again. Each tower offers its own unique bonuses. The Mage Tower that grants us access to challenging fights, which is connected to powering up our artifacts even further. And after completing this challenge, we're rewarded with unique artifact skins. It also has portals to different areas of the Broken Isles. It reveals special Wormtongue treasure chests across the shore. And then the random general buff available for everyone. The Nether Disruptor that spawns a world boss on the Broken Shore. You can get either Sivas, a Naga who commands the fury of the sea, bringing its power to bear on those too close to the shore. Her fierce Sivaji honor guard, they travel with her across Azeroth's oceans, eager for vulnerable harbors to destroy. There's also Apocron, built by the Legion thousands of years ago. Apocron has heralded the end for countless civilizations. With each world conquered, the Reaver's power grows, ensuring the next realm it encounters will be put to flame. Maleficus, a creature of pure malice, Maleficus incites terror in the hearts of all those who oppose him. Portents of his arrival, they come in the form of mass panics among citizens, and death cults celebrating the end of days.
The end is coming!
Sounds a lot like Deathwing to me. And then finally, we have Brutalis, an old familiar face as we fought him during the Sunwell raid. He's a veteran of many battles. His tactics are rarely sophisticated, often relying on pure force to dominate enemy armies. The Nether Disruptor, it also has Nether Portal spawn, which we can use to summon elites to fight. Crafters can get a reagent needed for legendary crafting. And then the random general buff available for everyone. The third and final building, that's the Command Center, which unlocks world quests for the Cathedral of Eternal Night. Legionfall troops will sometimes show up to help us as we battle throughout the Broken Isles, and elite missions become available for our champions, as well as legendary gear to help them out. We also have a mission board in a command center to immediately send them away, which is a very good thing since although these elite missions they offer high rewards, they also take a long time to complete. And then, of course, the random general buff available for everyone. So with those 3 towers going up and down, we deal with keeping our little piece of land under control and taking care of pretty much anything and everything that the Legion has to offer. The enemies across the shore, it's quite a mixing pot. For example, there are the standard Eredar, the Imps, the Imp Mothers, you know, demons that you would expect from the Legion. But they also have Ruffian Fell Knights, demonic spiders, fell bats, fell-infused harpies, fellborn, spirits of the fallen, Naga, and even Murlocs.
Fell Murlocs? Is there any race the Legion won't corrupt? Take care of this, would you?
Like I said, it's quite a mixing pot, and some of these quests are even connected to the Order Hall campaigns. Like there was one which the monks, they shared their Storm Brew with the troops, and this Storm Brew was created during the campaign. Or then some of the other quests, they are made easier depending on the class that you play. For example, the Night Elf Spirits at Crescent Ruins, they are instantly released by the Paladins, since that's connected to their follower questline. So pretty much all over the place, we're working with our Legionfall troops to get into the tomb. The campaign itself, after the initial scenario, which was pretty cool and a very solid start, that came sadly to a screeching halt since it's time gated, and the quests themselves, they're not that large, so it makes you wonder why time gated at all. Either way, the campaign had us first go to Elgin Point to talk with Heidirk and unlock the flight path there, followed by going to Vengeance Point to help out the Illidari with defeating a Legion siege and also unlocking the flight path. During the assault, our forces found an ancient Night Elf tome, which seems to be hungering for any and all knowledge that it does not already possess. The fact that it survived so long in these harsh lands, that's quite remarkable on its own, so we bring it to the ruins at Felfire Pass, the Lost Temple and Moonlight Ascent, to have it reveal their secrets, which might give us an edge against the Legion. In the end, after collecting these, it's decided to hand it over to our artifact researcher, so we can progress even further with our artifact knowledge and gain more artifact power. Not all of our efforts stay just on the Broken Shore though, since the Legion, they also didn't just attack us there. They had assaults going on in Azuna, High Mountain, Stormheim and Val'sharah, each of them led by a powerful Legion commander. In each zone, we worked together with the troops in the area to repel these assaults. We showed the Legion that they are not welcome in our worlds.
You have shown the Legion that they will be hunted anywhere they dare tread in Azuna. Excellent work.
We bolstered our strength by finding new followers for Order Halls, we helped Anduin with stepping into the big shoes left by his father, and we helped out Excavator Carla, who was part of the very first assault on these shores by finding a big pile of treasure and capturing a Wormtongue, which allowed us to gamble our hard-earned nether shards away to see if we can get any good loot, like more nether shards, artifact power, pets, toys, all the good stuff. So that's pretty much what went down on the Broken Shore, and then there's the campaign itself, of course. Week by week, we completed missions of the utmost importance for the war efforts. Khadgar required a significant quantity of nether shards, solidified residual energy from the twisting nether. 2500 shards to be precise. He did the math, exactly 2500 shards. Fewer would be inadequate, more would be absurd. Don't question his methods, so we didn't, and we brought back 2500 shards, only to find out that the Archmage, he got a little bit carried away, and he only really needed one of them. These are the vital missions for the war effort, I tell ya. Illidan had a bit more serious task for us. In the sky is the Sentinex, which is raining down terror upon the Broken Shore, unleashing hordes of demons that menace our forces. The fiends seek to stop us from taking the tomb, so we need to lure out the strongest amongst their vile ranks, slay them, and seize the marks that they bear. We're going to make the Legion fear our strength by collecting 100 marks of the Sentinex. Prophet Velen, he has witnessed many visions in his lifetime, some that filled him with hope, and others that filled him with despair. Victory over Kil'Jaeden, it lies within our grasp, he has seen it, but visions only show us where our path might lead. They do still require effort to become a reality, and that effort falls upon us by completing 12 world quests on the Broken Shore. Step by step, we march closer to victory, and we must not relent. Only through courage and persistence will we stop the insidious evil that threatens the soul of this world. My Shadowsong, she can no longer tolerate the demons, maintaining their hold on nearby lands, and while we are purging their filth from the Broken Shore, we must thin their ranks in either Faranar or Felsel holds. She wants us to come back with demon blood on our hands, so we slay 100 demons for the Warden. Not all the demons stomp around the open. Some of them slink about in the shadows, finding more subtle ways to advance the Legion's cause. Khadgar has observed the Wormtongues, who seem to spend quite a bit of time acquiring objects of power. We cannot allow them to use these items against us, so we scour the Broken Shore in search of these hidden Wormtongue caches. Demons in other lands, demons in the shadows, demons more insidious than the rest. Each of them deserve a swift and merciless end, according to Maiev, but some of them are more worthy of our attention as they rally others to their cause. We must take out the heads by striking down these demonic champions and fill the hearts of their kin with fear and doubt. Now there are quite a few of these rare elites on the shores, but probably the most interesting one to talk about, that's Lord Helnurath. He was actually part of the Warlock Mount quest way back in Classic, and now he drops a variation of their Netherlord's Wafsteed. Of course, we can't have all the fun with this campaign, we have to give our followers something to do. As we make preparations for their assault on the tomb, we need to keep the demons off balance, so we send out our Orhal champions to complete 3 Legionfall missions at the Broken Shore, and then our final quest in this campaign, that is, and hold on for this one because it's going to blow your freaking minds, it is to kill more demons. 100 again, only now it's 100 right here on the Broken Shore, and Maiev, she doesn't want to see our hands covered in blood. This time, she wants our weapons covered in blood. She might have a couple of issues, but that's the entire Legionfall campaign and what went down on the Broken Shore. Quite a change of pace compared to the first time that we got here. We have been successful in every single one of our tasks, and we're now ready to enter the tomb and try to seal up the gateway from which the Legion keeps pouring in. That, however, is a story we're going to save for next week, where we'll talk about the cathedral, what goes down inside the tomb, maybe speculate a bit on the future. Who knows? Now, as you might imagine, during this storyline, there are a couple of quests and events for 7.2 that I didn't explain in full detail, like Anduin and the Compass, or getting new followers or whatnot. But that's because these storylines are more class or faction specific, and they've been covered in individual videos. If you're interested about those additional storylines, then check out the link in the description. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, onwards to next week and into the Tomb of Sargeras. For now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, guys, see ya!